International fans, the ones that don't speak Korean, shouldn't insert themselves in the drama right away. Y'all should stay out of drama unless you know the language. Because the mistranslation is real and jumping into conclusions too fast can do more harm than good. Or if you want to include yourselves, then you need reliable source and not poorly translated texts or fake subtitles that were made just for fun but actually becomes harmful in the long run. A lot of fans can blow everything out of proportion simply because of mistranslation, misunderstanding or cultural difference. I am not from the United States, but I notice that majority of fans demand their faves to speak on their issues, and I don't really see fans outside USA asking for that, even though every country has some kind of issues. So this is mostly aimed for American fans. But I don't mean to offend you, and this isn't coming from a hateful place. I just want to share a pattern I've noticed. First of all, K-pop is not known for talking about politics that much, so it would be weird if they actually spoke about something. Although it would be nice to know everything about everyone and be acknowledged, but I doubt that you know majority of political, economical or social problems that goes down in Korea, yet expect these artists to address so much. For example, a lot of fans from non-conservative countries like to straight up bully in the comments Koreans for living the way they are living. They like to critique their norms and expectations. Y'all should understand that weed is not legal and it's the law. Just because you like to light it up, doesn't mean that everybody needs to. Another example would be tattoos. It is still looked down upon, but a lot of countries went through this, and I believe that later they will be more acceptable as well. There's always going to be differences between countries in what will be considered offensive, or how you greet somebody and show respect for elders, and we should always have this in mind, and accept different views. And I want to throw in another quick disclaimer. By cultural norms I don't mean racism, xenophobia or sexism. These things shouldn't be normal anywhere. Being homogeneous country is not an excuse for racism, and it's okay to call people out for doing things like this. But I believe that people themselves should work on this in their own countries everywhere. This one is the other side of the point I made before. Because one side of the comments think that their thinking is weird or backwards, others just blame it as Korean culture and leaves it. For example, when dating scandal occurs, we can see fans going wild and boycotting them for every little mistake they do, but I don't think that general public of that country really cares that much about those singers. As every country has rude people, Korea may have shallow and overreactive people with crazy beauty standards as well, but our view of the country shouldn't be just limited to netizens, fans or poorly written articles. We shouldn't generalize, as everyone is an individual. Listening to K-pop and watching Korean dramas doesn't make you expert of Korean culture. You only see the fan culture. When I look at musicians of my country and entertainment industry in general, they are not the most accurate representation of my culture, so I assume it's similar elsewhere. I'd suggest looking into their traditions, celebrations, history, language, food, greetings and all that jazz for the culture before debating in the comments. And that would give us more understanding not only of that country but of the world in general, as lots of cultures meet each other in this journey. It's like learning about a friend. Short explanation would be that it's nice when they speak English, but we shouldn't force it. Long explanation is that I have absolutely no problem with people wanting their faves to speak English. Personally, I love when they speak English. When the fluent ones acknowledge their international fans, makes my heart warm, because it's honestly the least they can do for us being Korean and in Korean entertainment, where obviously they have to speak Korean. So it's not our place to demand English from them. But as K-pop became so international, there are a lot of international fans from all over the world who speak different languages and give them lots of love, time and money as well. So I think it's a lovely appreciation gesture, and it's nice to know that they hear us and see us. It's what we deserve, to be honest. I appreciate when non-English speaking singers try to speak English as well, though most of the time they just joke around. But I know that a lot of non-English speaking K-pop artists feel shy to speak English in their V-lives or vlogs. So my point is that it's useless to ask them. Unless you want to hear the same "Hey, how are you? I'm good and you" again.